Fine. So confirm me, my voice is audible or not?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in the morning session, we started discussing about the PUB/SUB. So in the PUB/SUB, we discussed about all the terminologies, and we need to discuss about this example. So we'll go step by step. So first we'll create a bucket, and then we'll create a topic. Then we'll enable the notification from the GCS bucket to the topic. And after that, we need to create a subscription, and we need to read the data into the file and upload that file into the target bucket. So all these are the steps we need to perform as part of this whole exercise. So we'll go step by step. So first one, I need to create the bucket, but I want to create the bucket from the Cloud SDK shell. So what is the command we need to use for that? So please create the bucket. So please open your Cloud SDK shell. In the Cloud SDK shell, you can create the bucket. Please create that. What's the command to create the bucket from the Cloud SDK?
MB.
GSUtil MB.
Yep.
Then bucket.
So, okay, here I open the Cloud SDK shell. I want to check whether in which account, in which project I joined. So how we can able to check that information? In the Cloud SDK shell, I want to check in which account and which mail ID and which project I logged in. I want to verify that. How to check that?
Gcloud init.
Gcloud init.
No, by using Gcloud init, you can able to initialize the session.
GS list.
Gcloud list.
Gcloud get value.
So give it as Gcloud config list. And this is the one of the command we discussed in the previous classes. So by using this at a time, you can able to see with which account you are working currently and with which project you are working. But if you are not sure about that, you can go ahead with the Gcloud INIT and all those things you can able to perform. See here I'm working with my ID and this is my project currently I'm working. Okay. So all these are already we discussed in the previous classes. I don't want to repeat again all these things. So simple thing, if you want to create the bucket directly, you can create the bucket from the console also by depending on your convenience. And just for recapping the previous topics, just I opened the SDK shell. But if you want, you can create the bucket from the cloud console directly. No issues. Okay. But if you want to create the bucket here, we have to give it as a command GSUtil space MB for make bucket. After that, I'm giving my bucket name as CD batch 19 or 20. Then I'm giving PUB/SUB. This is the name I'm giving. Now tell me, is it the correct name?
GS://
So whenever you want to create the bucket, compulsory we have to give it as a GS://. So this is the name I'm giving. So please try to give the unique name compared to all other people. Because bucket name should be unique across the global, otherwise you will get the errors. So please try to give the unique name. Okay. So after that, I want to create the bucket. So I want to create the topic. So just to go to your console. Go to PUB/SUB console. In the PUB/SUB console, you can able to create the topic. Go to the topics.
Can't we create topic using comments?
You can use the Cloud SDK commands also. By using the Cloud SDK commands also, you can able to do that. But just for saving the time, I'm doing it from the console. Okay. So here I'm giving sample GCS. You can give any name only for my understanding. I'm giving it as a sample GCS because whatever the topic we are creating now. So by using this topic, I want to read the data from the GCS and I want to write the data into the GCS. Just for that reason, I'm giving it as a sample GCS. If you want, you can give any naming convention here. So I created the topic. So test topic name I created as a sample GCS from my side. Okay. So next step is nothing but we need to enable the notification from the GCS bucket to the topic. For this, so we have to use the command like this only. We have to give the GSUtil command. We need to use the keyword called as a notification. GSUtil space notification. and we have to give create topic name is nothing but we have to give our topic name. This is the topic name, and I want to send it as a JSON format. So we are giving it as a JSON. After that, on which bucket you want to do this activity, we need to provide that bucket name. So this is the command we need to use for enabling the notification from our GCS bucket to the topic. So if you want to enable the notification, we have to give the command called as gsutil notification. After that, create, and we are giving the topic name. My topic name is nothing but sample GCS. That is the topic name we need to provide. And in the format of JSON, I want to get the data. And on top of which bucket you want to perform this activity. In the step 1, whatever the bucket name you created, that bucket name we need to pass here. So we have to give all this information. Just for your convenience, I'm picking this command in the group only. So in this group, here you have to give the topic name, and here you have to give the bucket name. So please change these values as per your topic name and as per your bucket name.
Sir, one small question, please.
Please.
Sir, is this the way we are linking the topic to the bucket?
Yes, Sandy. So here what we are doing is we are creating the notification on top of the bucket. So my requirement is in this bucket, if you are going to perform any kind of operations, I want to populate the notification. That notification we are sending to our sample GCS bucket. To perform all these activities, we are giving this command. The purpose of this command is nothing but, so on top of this bucket, whatever the operations we are going to perform, which is nothing but, if you are going to upload the files or if you are going to remove the files, whatever the operations you are going to perform, I want to populate the notification. That notification I want to send to my topic called as a sample GCS topic. For that reason, this is the command we are using to do all these activities.
So we created the topic from the console only, right? As of
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Okay. Oops. Thank you.
Sir, small doubt.
Yeah, please.
ఇక్కడ మనం జేసన్ అని మెన్షన్ చేసాం కదా సార్, బట్ ఐ మీన్ బకెట్ లోకి ఏ ఫైల్ వచ్చినా మనకు నోటిఫికేషన్ రావాలనుకున్నప్పుడు.
Okay, tell me. So here what we are doing, we are populating the notification to the topic. In that topic, I want to get the data in the JSON format. This is for sending the notification to the bucket, or this is for sending the notification to topic.
Topic.
To topic, okay. In that topic, I want to populate the data in the JSON format. That's the reason here we are giving the format as a JSON. This is not for bucket uploading the file. This is for sending the notification to your topic in the JSON format.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So please run this command. Okay? From where we have to run this? From the Cloud SDK. Okay, in my system, I created the notification. So notification creation is completed. After that, what's the next step here? We need to create the subscription. So again, please go to your PUB&SUB, go to the subscriptions, and you can click on create subscription. Here I'm giving the name like this, sample GCS_sub. Just I'm giving the underscore sub to understand this is for subscription. You can give any name only. Just for my understanding, I'm giving it as a sample GCS_sub. And after that, here we have to select our topic name. Now, if you see morning, we created one topic and now we created the one more topic. You can able to see the both the topics only. So here I'm selecting the topic name called as a sample GCS. For that reason only, I'm giving the proper naming convention. If you are given the A, X, Y, or Z, what will happen? You cannot able to understand which topic for what reason. That's the reason better to use some kind of naming conventions properly. So here I given the name as a sample GCS for this exercise. So I'm selecting the sample GCS. Okay, give the subscription name and select your respective topic. After that, here my requirement is I want to deliver the message to the cloud storage. Whatever the messages we are getting, I want to populate that message into the cloud storage. So as what is the requirement here? As per the requirement, whatever the messages we are populating to the topic, I want to populate all those messages into the GCS bucket automatically. So for that reason, if you observe, already we are having the one option called as a delivery type is nothing but write to the cloud storage only. So we have to select this option. Morning we selected the pull. If you are going to give the pull, what will happen? What need to do here from our side? We need to
Manually.
manually pull the
pull that.
things, but here I
Manually.
don't want to do any activities manually. Whenever we are uploading the files, automatically it need to come to the topic. From the topic, it need to go to automatically to our GCS bucket in the file format. For that reason, here I am giving the option called as a write to cloud storage.
Sir, then what does the push mean, sir?
A push also kind of a same thing only. So coming to push is nothing but by using the push, you can able to send to your target application. Here, what is the target application? Cloud storage. Coming to cloud storage, what we can do directly, we are having the option. For that reason, we are using this right to cloud storage. For example, other than cloud storage, other than BigQuery, you want to send to some other web applications. So then what we have to do, we need to go for the push. But coming in this example, our target is I want to write the data into the cloud GCS bucket. For that GCS bucket, already we are having the option as a write to cloud storage. For that reason, we are using this option. But other than BigQuery, other than cloud storage, you want to store all these messages into the any other web applications. In the situation, what we can do, we can able to use the push. Okay. Now see here, I want to write the data into the cloud storage. But if you want to write the data to the cloud storage, you want to write it into the same bucket or you want to write it into the separate bucket. As we discussed this morning, I want to write all this data into the separate bucket. And for that reason, here it is asking the bucket name. So before giving the bucket name, so please try to create the bucket. That is one option. Otherwise, what we can do here is from here only we can able to create the bucket if you want. Select the option called as the write to cloud storage. After that, click on browse. Here we have to give the bucket name. So here, whatever the bucket I want to maintain, I don't have that bucket. For example, if you want to create the bucket from here also you can able to create the bucket only. Just click on this button. If you see here, we can able to see the option called as a create a new bucket. Click on that. And here you can give some name. I'm giving CDE /20 PUB&SUB TGT. I'm giving the suffix as a TGT. You can give any naming convention by depending on your requirement, but that should be unique across all the globe only. So I'm giving CDE /20 PUB&SUB TGT, which is nothing but target. That is the bucket name I'm giving. Click on create. If you want, you can able to create the same bucket from the Cloud SDK shell, or you can create the same bucket from the GCS console. But instead of jumping to multiple windows, what I'm doing here in the same window, just I'm creating like this. Click on confirm. Okay, now you can able to see the target bucket. So whatever the bucket just now I created, in that bucket I want to create the file. For that reason, we need to select that bucket. Again, I'm repeating, if you want, you can able to create the bucket in the GCS console, or you can able to create the bucket from the Cloud SDK shell. Or if you want, you can able to create the bucket from here also. I created the bucket from here, and this is my bucket name. After creation of the bucket, select the bucket, click on select.
Sir, first we created one bucket, right? Both are same, or we are creating two buckets
Now
in.
you want to tell me both are same or both are different as per our example. What is the example? What is the example we're discussing? I'm not pointing you, and just I'm asking the question. Okay. So actually morning we discussed, right? So on top of this bucket, we are enabling the notification, and with this notification, we are sending the messages to our sample GCS topic. Whatever the messages we are getting into this topic, I need to read all those messages, and I want to write all those messages into the file, into the other bucket. Okay, now you tell me, whatever the bucket now I created, that is the new bucket or that is the existing bucket, whatever I
That
created
is a
sometime back?
target bucket, new bucket.
That is the new bucket. Okay, so please try to create the new bucket. Both are not same only. In the Cloud SDK, whatever I created, that is the source bucket. Indirectly I can able to say whatever the bucket just now I created from the console, that is nothing but my target bucket. Okay. Now see here, everyone, you will get this kind of issue only. So once we are going to select the bucket here, you can able to get some kind of permission issue. If you are getting this kind of permission issue, please click on set permission. Please click on set permission. So indirectly from the PUB&SUB to GCS bucket, we are enabling some kind of roles only. For that reason, it is given the message called as a set permission. So once you click on the set permission, it is asking for grant the roles and grant the creator roles only. Please click on both the roles. Grant reader role and grant creator role. Please click on both the roles. So once you given the bucket name, you are going to get one kind of warning message. Please set the permission. please click on the set permission. After that, you will get the pop-up like this. In this pop-up, you have to give the assign reader role and also you have to provide the assign creator role. Click on both the buttons. With that, you are assigning all the required roles to your PUB/SUB service. After that, please close that window. Once you close that window, now you can able to see it as a green button like this. So select the bucket, give all the required permissions. After that, it is asking what type of file you want to create only. So here we are having the two options only. One is the text file and one is the abroad file. In the GCS bucket, you want to upload all the topics. So for that reason, we are creating the file. As part of creation of the file here, it is asking you want to create the text file or you want to create the abroad file. So text file, we can able to read it easily. For that reason, please select the option for text file. File format, please select it as a text file.
Sir,
And after
small
that,
question, please.
yeah, please.
So it will send the response, the JSON format in the text file, in this text file.
Now you want to tell me what will happen. So as part of creation of this notification, I already explained, right? So in this notification, what is the meaning of this whole statement? JSON format, but JSON format we are sending to the bucket, or JSON format we are sending to the topic. We are sending it to topic. Okay, so whatever the messages we are getting into the topic, I want to write the data into the text file format on top of my bucket. For that reason, here we are selecting the option as a text file. Is it clear? Earlier, we created the notification to write the data into the topic. In that topic, my requirement is I want to get the data in the JSON format, which is nothing but key value fair format only. Now, after getting the data into the topic, from the topic, I want to write the data into my GCS bucket in the file format. There, I want to create the text file. For that reason, we are selecting the option called as a text file. Now, indirectly, what will happen in the GCS bucket, whatever the file it is going to create, it is creating the text file. In that text file, we can able to see the content in the JSON format because this file is receiving the data from the bucket, so topic. In the topic, we are having the JSON format data. That JSON format data is loading into the text file format. That's the reason here just we are selecting the option as a text. After that, it is asking the file name prefix only. So here you can give any naming convention. Just I'm giving it as a GCS. Whatever the prefix we are giving here, with the help of this prefix, it will create the files on top of your GCS bucket. Your requirement is in the GCS bucket, you want to create the file. In that file, you want to write the data. That's the reason we have to specify the file name. It is asking the only prefix information. So we can able to give the prefix as GCS underscore, or you can give any kind of naming convention, example underscore or example2 underscore, give some naming convention. With that name, it is going to create the files on top of your bucket. Okay. After that, here you can able to see the one more option. If you want, we can able to give the suffix also, but I don't want to give any kind of suffix here. If you see one more thing, here we are having the option as a file batching. So file batching is nothing but you want to create the file in the GCS bucket by reading all the values from all the messages from the topic. But you want to perform this operation every 1 minute or every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. That is the question it is asking only. So if you are given the 5 minutes, what will happen? In the 5 minutes, whatever the notifications it is getting into the topic, all those notifications will write at a time into your GCS bucket. For example, if you are given the only 2 minutes here, what will happen? Within the 2 minutes, whatever the notifications it is getting into the topic, those notifications will be writing into your file. So which is nothing but indirectly we are specifying that during how much amount of time you want to perform this kind of writing operation on top of your file. If you are given the 5, what will happen? We need to wait for 5 minutes only. For that reason, instead of 5, better to give it as a 1. For our practical purpose, just give it as a 1, which is nothing but within 1 minute, whatever the operations we are performing on top of your GCS source bucket, all those notifications we can able to see on top of your target bucket. If you can able to wait for 5 minutes, no need to worry. You can give it as a 5, but I want to check it immediately within 1 minute or within 2 minutes. In that situation, we can give it as a 1 here. So I'm giving 1 for now for 1 minute.
After 1 minute, it will exceed, sir.
After 1 minute, it will write all the data into your GCS bucket file. Every 1 minute, it is trying to read the data and it is trying to write the data into your bucket file. Okay.
So one small question, please.
So before that, you default it's taken 10 seconds. In that way, it will taking 1 minute here, sir.
No, what I'm telling here. So here one is nothing but it is not for the acknowledgement. Am I
Okay.
talking anything earlier? We discussed about 10 seconds. That is for acknowledgement only.
Acknowledgement.
Here, what I'm telling, as part of writing the data into your GCS bucket file, you want to write the data for every 1 minute or every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes. That is the information we are giving here.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So directly it's target.
Yes.
So one small doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Within the 1 minute, for suppose if 2 files have been uploaded to the bucket,
It
so
will
these
capture the
2
both the
files
notifications.
will be
See.
sent in one file only, sir.
Yeah, it will send in the one file only. So because in this 1 minute, for example, you uploaded the 5 files and which is nothing but total how many messages are waiting in the topic? Total how many messages? 5 messages, because you did the 5 operations. For that reason, it is sending 5 notifications to your topic, which is nothing but indirectly 5 messages are sending to your topic. Now in the topic, how many buckets are live? Sir, how many messages are in live? 5, which is nothing but all those 5 messages, 5 notifications will write to your file automatically. Now after that, in the next 1 minute, for example, you are uploading the 10 files. Then what will happen? In the second minute, it will write the 10 files into the one more file, and like that for every 1 minute, it is going to create the files on top of your GCS bucket. Within 1 minute, whatever the operations you are performing, for every operation, it will populate the message into the topic. From that topic, it is calling all those messages and it is writing all those messages on top of your GCS bucket file.
So once the acknowledgement is received, this file will be deleted. Right?
Which file?
The file which is there in the topic.
Now coming to here, so see, actually, as part of here, are we pulling anything manually here? We are not pulling anything manually. Whenever you are pulling anything manually, then your acknowledgement is coming into the picture. But as part of this process, are we doing anything actively manually only? No, right? So which is nothing but whatever the data is writing into your file. So by using that file, we can able to see all the values. Okay. Now see here we are giving it as a 1. What is the meaning of 1 here, Andy? So 1 is nothing but for every 1 minute, it is trying to write the data on top of your GCS bucket file. That is writing into the source bucket, or that is writing into the target bucket. That is writing into your target bucket, because here we are creating the subscription and we are giving the target bucket name, Andy. So see here, because of so many thinking process, we get a lot of confusion. First, to try to understand this example. With this, what will happen? You can able to think about all other things later. Otherwise, what will happen? If you are discussing one example, if you are thinking about all other things, you will get a lot of confusion. In the confusion, you cannot able to understand what we are discussing in the current example. That's the reason. Try to understand this example. With that, if you have any questions, we can able to discuss after completion of this example. Okay. So please focus on this. Here we are given the target bucket. Once we are going to give the target bucket, after that, I'm giving the file batching as a 1. What is the meaning of 1 here? For every 1 minute, it is trying to write all the messages from the topic to your target bucket. In the target bucket, it will create the files, and after giving all these kind of inputs, just click on the create. After giving all the required inputs, please click on create. See, one thing I'm noticing, Andy, so at the beginning of the meeting, we are having more people. In between, some people are dropping, and again they are joining, again they are dropping. So don't do that kind of activity. If you don't have the interest, please don't join the meeting. In between, don't leave the meeting. That is my sincere request, because it's not a kind of a playground. Whenever you want to come and whenever you want to leave, it's not a kind of a playground, right? If you are having interest, please join and please stay in the meeting till end of the meeting. Then please leave. Okay, if you are joining and waiting for 5 minutes, and so sometimes what's happening is people are joining, they are seeing what's the topic we are discussing, and they are thinking it's not an important topic, and they are simply dropping. And in the next sessions, again, they're asking the question of, sir, what is that? What is this, Sunday? So don't do that kind of mistake. Because of network issues, if you are dropping, that is fine. But intentionally, if you are dropping and if you are logging in again and again, if you are dropping again, if you are logging, so don't do that kind of things. And please have a kind of a discipline. If you are joining, so please check your availability. If you are available for next 1 hour or 1.5 hours, then only please try to join and disconnecting, again joining and again disconnecting. Don't do that kind of mistake. Please maintain some kind of discipline as part of attending the classes. I'm not pointing anyone again, just I'm suggesting only, please follow this approach. Okay. Now see here what we have done. we created the subscription. As part of creation of the subscription, I given the information. I want to write all the data into my GCS bucket. Indirectly, you are creating the subscription. In parallel, we are creating the subscriber also. Now here, what is the subscriber? My GCS bucket is going to act as a subscriber. Now we are ready with the topic. At the same time, we are ready with the subscription. This subscription will write the data into your GCS buckets only. Now tell me, what is the next activity we need to perform? Everything is ready. Now what we need to do?
Create the subscriber.
Create the subscriber.
You need to send a message.
Send
So
a
see here,
message.
already subscriber we defined as part of creation of the subscription only. We define the subscriber also. What is the subscriber here? Indirectly, your target bucket is nothing but is acting as your subscriber only. So we are not creating any subscriber separately. Now, what's the activity we need to perform here? Whatever the source bucket we are having, in this source bucket, we need to upload the files only. Once we are going to upload the files, then what will happen as per our discussion? It will create the notification on top of your topic. Whenever notification is created, we need to pull the value manually, or it will push the data automatically to your GCS bucket, target bucket.
Automatically.
It will push your data automatically to your target bucket. We'll see all this information in practical. Just to go to your GCS console. So please go to your GCS from the console. Otherwise, if you want, you can able to upload the files from the Cloud SDK also by using our Cloud SDK commands only for saving the time. Just I'm using the console here. Now we are having the two buckets. Now out of these two, what is the source and what is the target? For my easy understanding, I given the source bucket as a just PUB&SUB. Coming to target, I given it as a PUB&SUB target only. That's the reason I'm also telling you, please give some kind of naming conventions properly. If you are given the X and Y, you cannot able understand what is the source and what is the target after 1 hour or 2 hours. For that reason, please give the proper naming convention. Here, this is my source bucket. I'm going to the source bucket. Okay. Now see here, just I want to do one more activity in parallel. Just 1 second. If you observe here, now we are having the two topics only. Now out of these two topics, for which one we added the notification?
Sample GCS.
For the sample GCS, we added the notification. Now my requirement is whatever the notifications we are populating from the GCS bucket, I want to populate those messages also into your sample topic, which is nothing but morning, whatever the topic which I created, into that topic also I want to populate the notifications. Now you try to give the answer how we can able to do this activity. Indirectly, one publisher is sending the messages to the two topics, and that is the example I want to cover as part of this example itself. Already we linked the notification to our sample GCS. Now my requirement is I want to link that notification to the sample also, which is nothing but morning, whatever the topic which I created. For that topic, I want to link the notification. So what we can do?
We need to uncheck sample.
So here, whatever the command we discussed few minutes back, and we can able to use the same command. Now here in this command, what we need to do here, just we have to give the topic name is nothing but sample, which is nothing but indirectly your source bucket is acting as a publisher. Now with the help of this publisher, to how many topics we are going to send the data? We are sending the data to the two different topics only, because morning we saw some examples, right? We are having the one publisher can able to send the data to the multiple topics. Just I want to cover that example also as part of this one only. For that reason, morning, whatever the topic which we created, for that topic also I want to add the notification. For that reason, whatever the command I pinged you few minutes back only, same command we need to use here. Only thing is nothing but instead of giving the sample GCS command, I am giving the one more topic here. By using this one, I am trying to add the notifications on top of this topic also. Just I'm running this. Sorry. So I have done any extra activity only for understanding purpose. Just I'm adding these notifications on top of our one more topic also. With that, what will happen whenever we are going to upload the files into the bucket, to how many topics it will send the notification? Or you people try to give the answer.
Two topics.
It will send it to the one topic
Sample
sample GCS, other
and
topic is nothing
sample.
but sample. Now
Hmm.
out of these two topics, Andy, which topic will write the data into your GCS bucket target file?
Sample GCS.
Your sample GCS, because on top of this we created the subscription. In the subscription we have given it as a write the data into your file ID. But coming to this one, what is the one we given? We given the pull or push morning. We given pull, which is nothing but if you want to see the data on top of this topic, we need to go to the respective subscription. In that subscription, we need to click on the pull button. By click on the pull button only, you can able to see all the notifications by using this topic only. Just to understand all that information, I am considering this example also within same one only. So we'll do all these activities. Now please go to your GCS console. Now this is my bucket. In this bucket, just I'm trying to upload the file. So you can upload any file only. So in my system, already I'm having some files. I'm uploading any one of the file. Okay, I uploaded the file. So this is the first file which you uploaded. So once we are going to upload the file, what will happen? It is going to send the notification to your topic. Just will go here. Now it is sending the notification to the topic. Now, for example, I given the two topics only. One is the sample and one is the sample GCS. Now, first one, I want to verify data in the sample, because to get the data with the sample GCS, how much time it will take? In the target bucket, how much time it will take?
1
minute.
It
will take 1 minute. In this 1
minute.
minute, we'll try to understand in the other topic what is happening, Andy. So this is the other topic we added to our notification. Now for this topic, if you remember, morning we created one subscription. I'm going to the subscription here. So morning, I given the subscription name as a sample underscore sub. If you see here, what is the delivery type we given for this one? We given the delivery type as a pull. Okay, so please click on this subscription. Sir, why you are going to the subscription? Because I want to see the data. If you want to see the data, we need to go to the subscription. In the subscription, where we need to go? You tell me now.
Messages.
We need to go to messages. Now, if you go to the messages, we don't have any data. What's the reason?
We need to
We
click
go to
on
the pull.
This is the
pull.
subscription for pull. For that reason,
Pull.
we have to click on pull button. If we click on the pull, now we have to see the messages only. We'll see that. If you see here. So first one, if you remember, morning I created the two messages. After that, I have deleted the one of the messages and I acknowledged only one message. For that reason, that other message is still available, which is nothing but our hello GCS. After that, if you see the below one, 12:18. So just now we sent one more notification. Before 1 minute back, we sent the notification. Whatever the notification we sent it only, that notification came to this bucket in this to the topic. This topic is related to this subscription. In this subscription, under the messages, we can able to see the information. If you see the body of the message only. So what is the format we given? We given the JSON format. That's the reason here we can able to see all the information of your operation. What is the bucket? In which bucket you uploaded? At what time you uploaded? What is the type of the storage class? All that information is capturing as part of your notification. That notification is populated to your topic by using the subscription. By click on the pull button, you can able to see the all the messages only. This is the way simply you can able to understand. Now in this example, my source publisher is nothing but GCS bucket. With the help of the publisher, we are publishing the message. That message we are reading into the topic. After that, with the help of the subscription, by click on the pull button, we can able to see the messages like this. Okay, this is for one topic. This is for first topic. Now, what about the current example?
Sir. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైతే చూస్తున్నామో అది నోటిఫికేషన్ కోడ్ వల్ల చూస్తున్నాం కదా సార్.
అవునండి, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
దాని కోడ్ పర్పస్ ఇది.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so we send the notification. Whatever the line of the code we have written here, with this line of the code, it is sending the notification. That notification indirectly you can able to consider it as a message. That message only we are seeing on top of your subscriber by using the messages window. Okay, yeah, someone is trying to ask the question. Please ask me.
ఇక్కడ we'll get only message, right, sir? Not actual data you will get.
Yeah, what is the meaning of actual data and what is the meaning of message?
What are the data present in the file? What file?
Yeah, that we could not able to get it. Only it is what is the meaning of notification? You uploaded the file. At what time you uploaded? What is the file name? That kind of information indirectly is a kind of a metadata.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the one of the topic only. Now we are having the one more topic, which is nothing but we created a topic for this example. What is the topic name for that? That is nothing but sample GCS. For this topic, we created the subscription. Please go to again the subscriptions. In the subscription, we are having the name called as a sample GCS underscore subscription. Now I want to verify this subscription is working properly with our topic or not. How we need to verify that?
We
How
need
we
to
need to
open
verify?
After
it. And
clicking that messages, it should
it
pop.
will display automatically.
Is it? Do you have enabled this pull option is enabled here?
No.
No.
No, right? Then how we can able to see the messages?
Target bucket.
Yes, exactly. And so see here, don't think that we are going to get the messages here, because here we have to given the pull option. What is the option we given, Andy? We given the option called as nothing but write the data to our GCS bucket, Andy. Morning someone asked the question, if you remember. So they are asking the question, sir, whenever we are giving the acknowledgement, this message is not showing here, which is nothing but message is deleted from the subscriber. It's not deleting from the subscriber. Now in this example, what we are doing here, we are writing all the messages on top of your GCS bucket file. For that reason, here you cannot able to see the messages. At the same time, here if you see, this pull option is in the enable mode or it's in the disable mode. This is in the disable mode because as part of creation of this subscription, we given the pull option or we given the right to the GCS bucket, and we given the option
Right
called
to the
as a
GCS.
right to the GCS bucket. That's the reason here you cannot able to see the pull option. Now where we have to go if you want to see the message, we need to go to our GCS bucket. In the GCS bucket, you need to go to our target bucket. Here, please go to your, this is my target bucket, PUB&SUB target. Please go here. Now, if you see here, it created the one of the file at 1219. We did the operation at 1218, and after 1 minute, it performed the right operation. What is the name it taken? GCS underscore. It is taking some timestamp value. But who given this GCS underscore? Who given the
Or
GCS
file name.
underscore?
We
As
give a
part of
prefix.
creation of the
File
subscription,
prefix.
we given the
As a
file
prefix
prefix,
to
and
file name.
whatever the file prefix you given, it is taking the name as a file prefix underscore. It is taking the timestamp value. So with that, it is creating the file. Now, if you want to see the data in this file, what we can do simply we can able to download. I downloaded this.
In real time, we use the PUB&SUB application. Is there any application for PUB&SUB?
Yeah, obviously we are going to use the PUB&SUB. That's the reason we are discussing, Adi. But in the real time, we are
Application
not.
or in console, sir?
No, we are using it from the cloud SDK. So it's not only this service, and as I told you earlier, every service we are using from the console or every service we are using from the cloud SDK in the real time. We will use everything from the
To
cloud
see,
SDK only.
to see these options, we are downloading now, right?
Yeah, downloading can't be able to do from the cloud SDK. You can able to copy the files from local system to your cloud bucket by using the cloud SDK command. Or if you want, you can able to copy the files from the cloud SDK to your local system also by using our cloud SDK command, Sandy. So you can copy the files from local to GCS or GCS to local. What is the command we have to use? Other people, write with the answer. GSUtil space CP. By using that command, either you can able to upload the files or you can able to download the files by depending on your requirement only. We have to give the GSUtil space copy space source and target. In the source, we can give the local, and target you can give it as a GCS. Otherwise, if you want, you can give the source as a GCS and you can give the target as a local system. And with that, if you want, we can able to perform the download operation from the cloud SDK also. But why I'm not showing that? I am thinking already you people are having knowledge about all those cloud SDK commands. Only for saving the time, just I'm showing you everything from our console only. But if you want, we can able to perform the same download activity also with the help of our cloud SDK commands. Is it clear? Okay. So once you downloaded the file, so in this file, what is the content we are having? This is the kind of a JSON value. It's a text file, but in that text file, what is the data we are having? We are having the data format in the JSON file only, because we given the topic format as a JSON. That's the reason in this file we are getting all the data in the JSON format. Whatever the data we are seeing in the subscription by using other topic, same information we can able to see in the file also, because I uploaded the file. It created the notification. With the help of the notification, it is taking the messages into the topic. From the topic, we are consuming the data with the help of the subscription. As part of consuming, my requirement is I want to write the data into, I want to write the messages into the GCS bucket file. It created the bucket, it created the file. In the file, we can able to see all the content like this. This is the way simply you can able to understand. Can you please go on mute? Every time I cannot able to unmute the people only. Okay. Okay, so just small request again, one more request only. So if you are not talking as part of the meeting, please mute yourself. Otherwise, other people will get the disturbance. Okay. Now, as part of this example, what we have done, we created the bucket, we uploaded the file. With that, notification came. This notification went to the topic, and on top of the topic, we created the subscription. One subscription we created as a pull. One more subscription we created it as a by using our write the data into the GCS bucket. Once we given the write the data into the GCS bucket, what happened here? In your target bucket, whatever the messages we are getting, all those messages are written automatically. Now you tell me, for the purpose of writing the data into your GCS bucket file, have you done any manual activity? Just we created the subscription. We haven't clicked the pull button, or we haven't performed any other kind of manual activities, and is indirectly acting as a push. Whenever messages are coming, automatically next operations are going to happen on top of your subscriber. That only indirectly we can able to call it as a push operation. But as part of push operation here, what I'm doing here, I am writing all my messages into my GCS bucket file. This is the way simply we can able to understand. One more example from the end to end, and so we are having the publisher, which is nothing but GCS service. With the publisher, we are sending the notification on top of your topic. From the topic, we are connecting to the subscription. From the subscription, we are writing the data to your GCS bucket. Indirectly, GCS bucket is acting as a publisher. Same GCS bucket is going to act as a subscriber. Okay. Any question after seeing all these things, please ask me here.
So in the fifth point, only the subscription data is present, sir. Metadata or actual data is not present there.
Yes, actual data, how it will present only. So we are sending the notification, or you are sending the actual data?
So the notification will trigger that original file, right?
Notification will trigger the original file for what? So for example,
store the target bucket.
For example, whenever you are sending the mail only, so you are sending the mail to other people, you are going to get one message called as mail sent. That is the notification, right?
Yes.
As part of that information, it is showing again the mail, and we say display the message as a mail sent. It is displaying only message called as a mail sent. That is the notification. What is the meaning of notification? The notification, why we are going to have the original data, it is not going to have the original data. Where we are having our original data? In this file, whatever in this bucket, whatever the file you uploaded, that is going to contain the actual data. But with the help of the notification, whatever the file it is writing only, in that file, what we are having is a kind of a metadata. What's the meaning of metadata? In which bucket you uploaded the file? What is the file name you uploaded? If you want, you can able to see that information here. So this is the metadata. If you see, what is the file name I uploaded as part of this process? This is the file name I uploaded. So that is the name you can able to see. In which bucket we uploaded this file? In the CDE batch 20 PUB&SUB bucket I uploaded. At what time we uploaded? That is the information we can able to see. At what time it is updated? That information we can able to see. What is the storage class of your bucket? That information we can able to see. Now you tell me, all this is the kind of a actual data. It's a kind of a metadata for your notification.
Metadata.
That's the thing I'm telling. So it is going to upload the only metadata on top of your notifications, and it is not uploading.
So what we will use, what is the use of this notification, sir? But the target, we should get the from the source, whatever file we have. So that will go and load to the target, right?
No, our requirement is you want to load the data, or you want to see the messaging process as part of this whole example.
No, in the sixth point, like fifth point, in the last point, as per our end-to-end flow. So this, we need to read the data and file and upload the file into target bucket, right?
Yeah, we need to read the data is nothing but it's a notification.
Notification, yes.
Is it clear?
Okay, this whatever notification file, it will roll into target.
Yes.
So then after that, it will go to target table. The actual data is a different process.
Now, if you want to load the data into the target table, you can able to create you need to add the some more code, or you need to perform some more operations.
Okay, that is also part of PUB&SUB only.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, in real time, like what are the things we do with PUB&SUB in real time, sir?
In the real time also we'll do the same kind of activities, but instead of using the source as a GCS and target as a GCS only, in the real time, if you, in your project, if you are going to get the data from the web applications, or if you are getting the data from the any streaming process only, so what we will do here? So here we are creating the notification on top of your bucket in this example. If you are going to get the data from the web applications, what we will do here? We are going to add the notifications on top of your web application. With that, you will get the messages on top of your topic, and with that, wherever you want, you can able to write the data. Either you can able to write the data into your GCS bucket, or you can able to write the data into your BigQuery tables by depending on our requirement. But at present, we are not having any web application handy. That's the reason, instead of discussing this whole example on top of the web application, I am taking the application as a GCS service. On top of the GCS service, we are discussing this whole thing.
Sir, still this is not an automated, right? Sir, in real time, how we will be working on this like orchestration?
Tell me what is not automated here. Can you tell me what is not automated? Now, for example, if you are going to upload the file, so now first time we did all these activities, a kind of a one-time setup only. In the second time, what you will do? In this whole process, in the second time, what you will do? Just we are going to upload the file in the source bucket. Once we are going to upload the file, automatically what will happen?
You can see the
Acknowledgement.
notification.
It will populate the notification automatically. Okay, it will send the messages to your topic also automatically. After that, subscription will come automatically, and with the help of the subscription, your data is writing to your target bucket also automatically. What is the manual activity you are going to perform from the second file onwards? Tell me.
So while creating a topic and all, I have to set the time frame. If the file is not arrived on the particular time.
Are we discussing any files here? We are discussing about the messages, right? So it's a streaming process only. From the morning onwards, we are discussing about that. It's not a file, it's a streaming process. Okay. As part of streaming process, you can able to get the messages for every second or every minute or every 1 hour or every 10 hours a day. Whenever message is coming, then only automatically all this process is going to happen automatically. So here we are not discussing anything about the file. If it is a file, then we need to wait for the file. We need to censor the file. For that, we discussed already about the airflow sensor operator. But as part of this example, are we waiting for the file or are we waiting for the messages?
Messages.
Yeah, then do we need to perform any automated activity on top of this one? It's not required.
Okay. In case if there is a problem in sending the acknowledgement, but the file is received in the subscription, but kind of acknowledgement, what kind of errors will come, sir?
No, can you please repeat the question?
See, topic has sent the message and the subscription also has received the message, but there is some failure and the acknowledgement is not sent back.
Okay.
Will that type of scenarios will come, sir? Because people are generally asking, what is the error that you faced in PUB&SUB? Tell me what are the errors will come.
Yeah. So you are going to the interview questions, Sandy. So if you are going to discuss about the interview question, if you ask one question, some other people will ask so many questions. So with that topic will be completely deviated. But for your question, I can able to give the answer. Now, see, for example, as part of doing this entire setup, Sandy, if you are given the wrong bucket, or if you are given the wrong settings, or if you are given the wrong, for example, for one subscription. So here we are having the 2 subscriptions and 2 topics only. For one subscription, instead of giving the one topic, you assign the one more topic, then automatically what will happen? Your failures will happen. So those kind of failures we need to handle as part of our real time. Once everything is settled and once everything is set up properly, once you are going to get the data properly on top of your bucket, automatically what will happen? No failures will happen on top of your PUB&SUB. Sometimes what will happen is, as part of receiving the messages only, suddenly we are getting the so many number of messages. Okay. So when we are dealing with the web application, for example, if you take the Twitter, within the seconds, what will happen? We are going to get the so many number of messages. Suddenly, if you are getting the so many number of messages, or suddenly if you are getting the so many number of notifications, then your PUB&SUB cannot able to handle that much of the topic. In that situation, what will happen automatically? You will get some kind of errors on top of your PUB&SUB. Other than that, if you are going to set up everything end to end properly, we won't get any kind of issues as part of our PUB&SUB process. Is it clear?
Clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
No issues. Any other questions? So please don't ask for the interview questions, Sandy. If you want, we can able to have the separate discussions for that. Because we are having the old batch people and new batch people. New batch people don't know what kind of interview questions they are asking. So we'll discuss those questions separately if you want.
So, sir, why these notifications are storing in that bucket, sir? Or to take this as an input to the next process, or?
You want to tell me? So why we are doing? So see, I'm not going in the rash way, or I'm not pointing anyone at it.
No problem, sir.
Okay, you understood, right? So
you
you want to
yeah,
tell me why we are doing this activity? You want to tell me? You only tell me why we did all this activity.
To process the streaming data, sir.
Yeah, correct. So that's the reason, right? So you see, actually, here as part of this example, we are writing all the data to your target bucket. Okay. And why we are writing this data to target bucket? just for checking whether messages are coming properly or not. And as part of this class, we are discussing about one example, PUB&SUB. As part of PUB&SUB, I want to understand how messages are coming, and through the publisher, how messages are writing on top of your subscribers. For that reason, we taken this whole example only. Now, for example, after writing the data into the bucket, what next steps we can able to perform as per our previous classes? For example, on top of these messages, you want to perform some kind of analysis, or you want to create some kind of tables, or you want to perform some kind of summary operations. Then what we can do here? From this bucket, you can able to build all your data warehouse system by depending on your requirement if you want. And so in this example, we are not covering that, but generally whenever why we are loading the data into the buckets or in the GCS is acting as a data lake. What is the purpose of the data lake? Once we are getting all the data into your GCS buckets, on top of the GCS bucket, by using the BigQuery, if you want, we can able to build our data warehouse system, or by using the Dataproc clusters, we can able to perform some other kind of activities by depending on the requirement. Why I am questioning you is, you are asking the question, why we are loading the data into this bucket? That's the reason just I'm asking you only, Andy, why we are loading? In the real time, as part of rolling the data into the bucket, after loading the data into the bucket, on top of the bucket, you can able to perform the next remaining operations, like you can able to create the data warehouse on top of GCS bucket, or you can able to write the Spark code on top of this GCS bucket. By depending on the requirement, we can able to perform the remaining operations on top of this bucket. But as part of this example, just we are stopping at the loading data to your bucket. That is the only purpose of this example. But after loading the data into the bucket, next time if you want, you can able to perform any kind of operations on top of this bucket. But for example, if you want to load the data from this bucket to the BigQuery table, then what we have to do? Are we doing the activity in the PUB&SUB, or we need to write the separate code for that?
It's a PUB&SUB only, I think.
The PUB&SUB only. So in the PUB&SUB only can be able to write the data from.
Yeah, sir. Actually, that question might be he asking. Then the target bucket, why the actual .txt data file is not there? Only the notification metadata file is there.
Yeah, that is 100 times I repeated, Andy. So this is the target bucket where we are capturing the actual data, or we are capturing the notification.
Yeah, actually.
Notification only.
Notification is nothing but we are getting the actual data, or we are going to get the metadata.
Metadata only.
Then what
so why we are maintaining that metadata instead of original data?
Other people, can someone try to give the answer for this question?
Because this is only for the notification code we have done, right?
See, this is the example, Andy. So in this, for example, in this bucket, you are having the file. In the target bucket, you want to copy the file. If you want to copy the file directly, what we can do? You can be able to use the GSUtil copy command. By using the copy command, you can able to copy data from the one bucket to other bucket. To copy the file, do we need to perform all these activities and we need to use the PUB&SUB?
No need.
No, right? So here what we are doing, I am capturing the notification. Try to understand the statement. I am not capturing the actual data. I uploaded the file. Whenever we are uploading the file, I want to get the notification. What is the notification? In this bucket, this kind of file is updated. This is the time this file is uploaded. That is the meaning of the notification. That notification we are sending as a message to the topic. From the topic, we are sending it to the subscription. From the subscription, I want to write that entire notification on top of a target bucket file. For that reason, we are doing this activity. We are not doing this entire activity for the purpose of copying the actual data. If you want to copy the actual data, what we can do here? Simply we can able to give the GSUtil copy source bucket and target bucket. With that, simply you can able to copy the file from one bucket to other bucket. But here my intention is not copying the file. My intention is I want to generate the notification as a message. That message I want to write on top of my target bucket. Why you people are stuck here, I could not able to understand. So okay, just wait for 1 minute only. So I think 2 people are asking this question repeatedly. Other people are also having this confusion, or you are clear?
No, sir.
No, sir. Clear, sir.
It's clear.
Clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Still, whomever raised this question. So again, I'm saying, and I'm not at all pointing anyone, or I'm not at all going in any rash way. Just I'm trying to understand why you are unable to understand this small point. I'm trying to understand, because up to now, I discussed the same statement 15 to 20 number of times. I'm saying that as part of this operation, we are copying the messages. We are not copying the actual data. Here, to populate the messages, what is the option we are using here? We are using the notification. With the help of the notification, we are trying to write the data into the topic. From the topic, we are writing all those messages or all the notification on top of your target bucket. Now, still if you are asking in the target bucket, why we are not having the actual data, why we are having the notification, I cannot able to give the answer for that. Because our whole purpose is nothing but not for copying the actual data. This is for only copying the notification, which is nothing but we are uploading the metadata on top of your target with the help of this whole PUB/SUB process. Still, if you are having any questions, please ask me.
No, sir.
Now, only for my purpose, don't give the size yes and if you understood clearly, tell me yes. Otherwise, if you want, I can able to repeat the thing one more time.
No, sir. So it is not completed full process that way. Just like it's a logs we are maintaining, that way this details metadata is maintaining here. From that, it will take the file name and it will be processed not only for the GCS bucket. This is a target is a GCS bucket. Just we are taking example.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, if we go to BigQuery, then
Yes.
that BigQuery will fetch that file from this metadata, and the original file is present in the source. Then it will connect to source and it will fetch the data.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that way.
You're clear, right?
So here we are in the middle of the this 5 steps till the middle of the PUB/SUB process,
No,
till the
as part,
notification.
no, as part of our example, this is the end-to-end process. As part of our example, in the PUB/SUB example, this is the end-to-end. In the PUB/SUB, this activity is completed. After writing the data to your target bucket, on top of this target bucket, whatever the operations you want to perform, you can able to perform all those operations by using any other service. And for example, I am having data in the bucket. Now from the bucket, I want to write this data to, I want to write data into BigQuery. Now you tell me, for the purpose of doing this operation, we need to go for PUB/SUB service, or we can able to perform this operation simply by using our BQ commands to write the data from the bucket to your BQ tables. We can go for the BQ commands. Okay, for this one, why we need to go for PUB/SUB is not at all required. Already you are having the data in the bucket. From the bucket, you want to load the data into your BigQuery table. For that reason, no need to go for the PUB/SUB here. For this, simply we can able to do this operation with the help of the BQ commands.
Okay, so PUB/SUB will do only the notification. It will not process the end-to-end.
Yes,
Like
correct.
to the
That's the one only morning onwards we're discussing, right? PUB/SUB only for the purpose of sending and receiving the messages. It is not performing any kind of data transformation activities.
In the subscribers, it will come as a, for example, if the subscriber is a BigQuery, so then it will send to the subscriber till that point. It should it will be right.
And there also what will happen? The BigQuery also just it will load the data. It will not apply any transformations. Just it will load messages. That's it.
Okay.
After loading the messages, on top of that, if you want to perform any kind of operations, again you need to build your own
BigQuery
queries.
only will take handle that one.
Yes, correct. Is it clear?
Yes.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. If no questions, Andy, now what we'll do here is I forgot what to discuss. Just 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Now what we'll do here is I want to send notifications to BigQuery. This is my requirement. So what's the requirement here? I want to send whatever the notifications we are getting. I want to send all those notifications to your BigQuery. For example, here, I want to send notifications to GCS table, so GCS file. And also I want to send notification to your BigQuery. Please try to understand the statement, Andy. So what is the requirement here in this example? This is the next example I'm trying to cover here. So in this example, my requirement is I want to send the notification to the GCS file. At the same time, I want to send the notification to our BigQuery table also. Now you tell me what is going to happen if you are going to open the GCS bucket. In this bucket, I want to see the file which is having notification. At the same time, I want to see the BigQuery table. In this BigQuery table also, I want to see the data, which is nothing but I want to see my notification. Now this is the requirement, and now you try to give the answer. For the purpose of achieving this requirement, what operations we need to perform?
By creating subscription, we have to.
So here I want to send the notification to the BigQuery table, or I want to load the data from the GCS file to the BigQuery table. What is the requirement? I want to send the notification to the BigQuery table. Indirectly here, I can able to say I want to send the messages directly to the BigQuery table. In the previous example, we are discussing how to send the messages to the GCS bucket. But now my requirement is, for example, I want to send the messages directly to your BigQuery table, Andy. So for that reason, what we have to do here, what we can do is simply we need to create one more subscription. Now you tell me, do we need to create the source bucket and do we need to create these notifications and everything again one more time? It's not required, because as part of this example also, I want to use the same bucket. I want to use the same bucket here. On top of this bucket, I want to do the upload operations. With that, I want to get the notifications. I want to store all these notifications on top of your sample GCS topic. From this sample GCS topic, I want to populate all the messages into my BigQuery table. And for the purpose of doing this operation, what we can do here, simply we are going to create the one more subscription only. Now coming to batch 20 people. I know we haven't discussed about the BigQuery. For now, you can able to think that this is a kind of a database system. Don't confuse what is the BigQuery and so just for now, you can able to think that this is the database system. In the database, what is going to happen? We are going to have the tables. Now, my requirement here is whatever the data or whatever the notification we are getting here, that notification, instead of uploading into the file, I want to upload into the BigQuery table also. That is my requirement. Now, for the purpose of doing this requirement, already we are having the topic. Just what I need to do here, I need to create one more subscription. Indirectly in this example, I am trying to cover how to send the notification to the BigQuery table. That is one example I am trying to cover. At the same time, I am trying to cover one more example like this. By using single topic, how we can able to use multiple subscriptions. By using single topic, how we can able to use the multiple subscription. That is the one more example I'm going to cover as part of this example only. So first one, how to send messages to BigQuery table. This is the first one. And coming to second one, I can able to say how to use one topic with multiple subscriptions. Now tell me in the previous example, how many topics we covered indirectly? In the previous example.
Two topics.
Two
First
topics, sir.
First one,
Sample.
sending.
Sample GCS and sample.
No, I'm asking from the sentence perspective only. We are sending notifications to our GCS file. That is one example. Other than that, what we can able to say? Publishing messages to one topic or two topics?
Two topics.
We discussed the example as a how to publish the messages to the two topics, and one is nothing but sample topic, other one is nothing but sample GCS topic, but single publisher. What is the publisher here? Our GCS bucket. Whenever we are uploading the file to the bucket, it is sending the messages to the sample GCS bucket at the same time, topic, and also it is sending the messages to the sample topic. Indirectly, in the previous example, we covered about how to publish the messages to the two topics. Okay, now in this example, what I'm trying to cover, how to use one topic with multiple subscription. That is the one more example. And indirectly, as part of the second example, we are covering two topics. One is how to send the notifications or messages to the BigQuery table. Second one is that embed how to use one topic for multiple subscription. That is the one more example we are going to cover as part of this second example. Any questions up to requirements, please ask me here. Okay, if no questions, now what we have to do here, we are having the source bucket. In the source bucket, already we are having everything, and also we are having the notifications also. Now just we need to create the subscription. If you want to create the subscription, we need to go to our PUB&SUB. In the PUB&SUB, where we need to go? Go to the subscriptions.
Subscriptions. Create subscription.
Go to subscriptions. Within the subscription, we need to click on create subscription. Here we have to click on create subscription. And as part of subscription, it's not asking the name. I'm giving the name is, for example, sample_PQ. I'm giving the name as sample_PQ. After that, it is asking the topic name. In any cases, what is the topic we have to select? Which topic will you select? You can select any topic only, but coming to first topic is nothing but it is going to have the data, and it is for both the topics we enable the notification. For that reason, if you want, we can able to select the first one, or if you want, we can able to select the second topic also, because for both the topics we have enabled the notification. For that reason, we can able to select any one of the topic only. But as part of my example, I want to take the sample GCS. And after that, if you observe here, earlier we performed the operation for write to cloud storage only. Now, what's the operation you want to perform? I want to write the data into our BigQuery data warehouse, or for batch 20 people, I can able to say, I want to write the data into the BigQuery database. And for the reason, I want to select this one. Okay. And once we are going to select the BigQuery, it is asking some information. Now see here, whenever you want to maintain the data in the BigQuery, by considering it as a data warehouse or by considering it as a database, what's the prerequisites? What's the prerequisites?
data set.
Compulsory we have to
Database.
maintain
Yeah,
data set,
dataset.
and also we have to maintain the table also, Nandi. So we need to have the data set, we need to have the table, or if you want to maintain the database also, in the database also what we have to maintain, we need to maintain a database, and within the database we have to maintain the table. For the reason, if you want to do this example, what we need to do here, we need to create data set, and we need to create table in BigQuery. Okay, so please open your BigQuery console. Coming to batch 20 people, Andy. So please open one more new tab. Please open one more new tab with giving console.cloud.google.com. And batch 19 people, please go to your BigQuery. In the BigQuery, create the schema and create the table. Here I'm giving BigQuery. Batch 20 people, only this is the new topic I am covering as part of today's session. That too, we are not discussing in detail about the BigQuery, just we are creating a small table in the BigQuery only. So please give the BigQuery. If it is asking for any enable API, please click on the enable API. After that, please click on compose a new query. In the BigQuery console, you can able to see enable API. Please click on that. After that, you can able to see the message called as a compose a new query. Please click on that. Okay. Now you can able to create the window like this. In this window, just we have to create the schema. If you want to create the schema, this is the command we need to give. Create schema CZ. I am giving the name as a CZ. Create schema CZ. I am giving the schema name, or database name is nothing but CZ. After that, just select the query, click on run button. Select the query, click on run button. With that, you can able to create the schema. After creation of the schema, I want to create the table. So give it as create table. Table name as cz.pub. After that, I'm adding only one column here. I'm adding it as a data string. So directly in this data column, it is going to add all the JSON value ID. For that reason, instead of complicating this, just I'm adding a single column. I'm giving the column name is nothing but data. And for this one, we are giving the data type is nothing but string. So this is the one we need to create. Click on run. And I'm pinging these two queries in the group for batch 19 and batch 20 people. Please create the schema and please create the tables like this. I given the two queries. One is for creation of the schema. Second one is for creation of the table. In the table, just we are adding the single column. In that column, I want to load the JSON file data. Just open the BigQuery. In the BigQuery, we are creating a schema. And after that, just we are creating a table. In this table, I want to capture all the messages. For the reason, in this table, we are creating, and in this table, just we are giving one column as a data column. And in this data column, it is capturing all the notification values. Okay. Now, if you are ready with the BigQuery table and BigQuery schema only, now please come back to your subscription window, PUB/SUB subscription window. Please come back to here. Now here we can able to see our dataset names. Okay, so I think we need to refresh this page. Just click on subscriptions one more time. Click on create subscription. And here I'm giving the name as sample sub sample PQ_sub. You can give any name and just select the topic and give it as a write to cloud storage. So write to BigQuery. Now, if you click on the data set here, now see, automatically we can able to see the data set, whatever is available on top of your BigQuery. In the BigQuery, we created the data set called as a CZ. That is the name you can able to see on top of this window only. So just we have to refresh this page. Click on the subscription one more time. With that, it is refreshing automatically. Now, give the subscription name. After that, please select the topic. After that, please select the right to BigQuery. After that, here give the data set name. So once you click on the data set, automatically we can able to see all the data sets, whatever we are having in the BigQuery. In the BigQuery, we are having we created the data set called as a CZ. That is the data set name we can able to see. And coming to table, we have to give the table name manually. What is the table name we given? I given the table name as a PUB. So I'm given the same table name. So in the BigQuery, I created the table called as a PUB. So that is the table name we are giving. I'm giving it as a PUB. After that, no need to select any other options. And please click on the create button. Anyone facing any issues? Give the dataset name, give the table name. After that, please click on create. Anyone facing any issues? Definitely you will face one issue only. So if you are
Sir,
not
it's
facing any-
asking service account.
Yeah, perfect. Only. So that's the error
Yeah.
you will get. Okay, so can you please do one thing? Can you please ping that error message in the Zoom link, in the Zoom chat? Any one person, whomever getting that error, any one person, please ping that error message in the Zoom chat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just 1 second. If you observe here, everyone will get this kind of error. Service account permission is required. So if you remember earlier when we are doing the cloud storage, what we have done? At that time also we got some error. We given the permissions from PUB&SUB to your GCS and in the same way. Now what you want to do here, with the help of the PUB&SUB, you are trying to write the data into your BigQuery, which is nothing but we need to give some permissions to the PUB&SUB to do the activities on top of your BigQuery. To perform this activity, we need to enable some permissions, and if for that reason you are getting this error, then you will get the question, sir, why you are not getting the error? Because I already did all those configurations. For that reason, I am not getting this error. Coming to your side, first time you are working, for that reason you are getting this error. And now what you have to do here is just observe whatever the error you are getting, and in this error, this one from the service. See here in the screen, I am selecting the name service account. After the service account, we can able to see starting from the service till the .com. This we can able to call it as nothing but your service name. Please copy only this content, and again I'm repeating, please follow my statements. Otherwise, you will get lot of errors. Please follow my statements strictly here. So whatever the error you are getting,
Sir, your screen
Sir,
is
we
not.
From last 2 minutes like this.
now it is visible.
It's visible, but only the create subscription screen it is there.
Where to copy that that
Okay,
did
one
not
second.
share.
Got it. I thought you people can able to see the chart window also. That's my mistake, man. Just 1 second. Now see, now hope you are seeing the error message which I pasted in the notepad.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now see here, definitely everyone are going to get the same kind of error message, and so in this one, just copy only this part. Just I'm highlighting this. Don't copy any service account, or don't copy any is missing and all these things, and please copy only this info. This is your service account information on the IAM, and so IAM is the one more service where we are going to control all the accesses, roles, permissions, and everything we are controlling in the IAM. So this is the service account name on top of your project, on top of your account. So please select only this service account. Okay. After that, please open one more console. Please open the new tab. In the new tab, please view again console.cloud.google.com. Please give console.cloud.google.com. Now, where we need to go? If you want to provide the permissions and everything, we need to go to the IAM. So just select the IAM, type the IAM. Once you select the IAM, here you can able to see the IAM option, and please click on that. Please click on IAM. Okay, once you click on the IAM, so here you can able to see the console like this, and in this console, please click on grant access. In this console, please click on grant access. In this console, please click on grant access. Once you click on the grant access, it is going to open the one more pop-up window like this. And in this window, please give the new principal. Here, paste your content. Whatever the content earlier we copied, please paste here. From your error, you need to copy the service account details and that information you need to paste here. And please don't select any drop-down options. And please paste it and click on anywhere on this window. So with that, whatever the name you are giving, that is the name only you need to take into the new principal. From your error, whatever the service account name you are getting, copy that entire thing and paste it into the new principal. After that, just click on anywhere. With that, you can able to see the content like this. After that, what is the requirement? I need to add the role. And if you want to add the role, here you can able to see the select a role drop down option. Please click on that. Please click on drop down option. After that, search for BigQuery. In the filter, please search for BigQuery. In the filter, please search for BigQuery. Once you are searching for the BigQuery ID, here you can able to see one option. If you scroll down a little bit, you can able to see one option called as a BigQuery Data Editor. Please select that. Search with the BigQuery. After that, if you scroll down a little bit, there you can able to see option called as a BigQuery Data Editor, not the viewer, not the owner ID. You have to select the BigQuery Data Editor. Please click on that. Again, I'm repeating, you need to click on the grant access. Once you click on the grant access, it is going to open the window like this. In this window, we need to provide our service account information, from where you can able to get this value. In the error, whatever the value you are getting, that value you can able to get it automatically here. After that, here we need to select the role. Click on this drop down. Once we click on the drop down, here in the filter, you need to search with the BigQuery. Once we are searching with the BigQuery, if you scroll down a little bit, there we can able to see the option called as a BigQuery Data Editor. Please select the BigQuery Data Editor. After that, please click on Save button. So overall, what we are doing here is, I want to write the data from the PUB/SUB to BigQuery, but because of not having the permission, you are getting this kind of error. Now with the help of the IAM, what I'm doing here, on top of this PUB/SUB service account, I have given the access to write the data into your BigQuery ID. To perform that operation, we are doing all these activities on top of our IAM. Once you've given the role and everything, after that, just click on the Save button. With that, you are given the access to the PUB/SUB to write the data into our BigQuery. Now you people try to give the answer. In the real time, who is going to perform this IAM activity?
Admin team.
Our admin team will do this activity, but here who is the admin?
We need to.
You yourself with the admin, and you yourself with the developer, you yourself with the tester. If you want to do the practice, you have to do all these activities. And for that reason, just I'm showing you all this information. Don't think that in the real time, whether we need to perform all these activities. These IAM activities, we are not going to perform as part of our real time. But as part of the classes, if you want to perform the practicals, we have to do all these activities.
Okay.
Sir, they will be knowing.
Yeah, I unmuted someone. Can you please continue now?
Sir, they will be knowing what the role they have to give, right, sir? BigQuery Data Editor.
Yeah, they know everything. They are the admin people. Compared to us, they know everything in and out.
Thank you.
You know only BigQuery Data Editor, but they know about all other services and all other services, what kind of roles we need to provide. They know everything. That's the reason only they are calling it as admins. Okay. Okay. So from my side, it's not required. I'm clicking on the cancel button. From your side, you have to click on the save button. Okay. After doing all these activities, please come back to your subscription tab. Please come back to your subscription tab. Okay. In the subscription tab, still if you are seeing the error, please select the right to cloud storage. Again, select the right to BigQuery. Just need to refresh and for that reason, after coming to your subscription tab, still if you are seeing the error, just to select the cloud storage. Again, select the BigQuery. With that, what will happen? Some refresh will happen. With that, that error will go on. If anyone succeeded by removing that error, please let me know.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, very good. Yeah, just we'll wait for a few seconds for other people also.
Yes, sir. Remove, sir.
Nice. Okay.
Done, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are not getting.
Okay. So again, I'm repeating the same thing, Gandhi. As part of cloud storage also, in the previous example also, we did the same activity. But for the cloud storage, within the same window, just we need to click on the enable, Andy. But coming to BigQuery, we cannot able to enable directly from the same window. We are going to the IAM window. In the IAM, there we are going to upload all our required roles. With that, just we are overcoming that kind of permission error. Now, if you are not seeing the permission error, please give your dataset name. Then please provide your table name. After that, please click on create button. Once you are not seeing any error, then please provide your dataset name. After that, please provide your table name. After that, please click on create button. Okay, so far what we have done?
You have given access permission.
We have given subscription.
See, our main topic is we created the subscription. Okay, in between we given the access, creating the tables and all those things, Andy. But as part of our example, what we have done here, we created the subscription. As part of creation of the subscription, we are selecting the option called as a BigQuery. For that reason, we went to the BigQuery. In the BigQuery, we created the schema and we created the table. After that, you got the permission error. To overcome the permission error, we went to the IAM window. In the IAM window, what we have done here, we given the required roles, and with that, we created all the subscription. Now you tell me, for example, after 1 hour, you want to do the practice by creating the one more subscription, by creating the loading the data into the BigQuery. Again, do we need to give the permission here?
No.
It's not required. Given the permission or given the role is nothing but a kind of a one-time activity. At the second time, don't repeat all these steps here. So we are given permissions already. That's the reason. If you want to perform the practice one more time, no need to give any kind of access or nothing, because already we given the access on top from the PUB&SUB to your BigQuery. Okay. Now subscription also ready. Indirectly, our topic is ready. Our source bucket is ready. At the same time, our BigQuery table also ready, and we are having the subscription also. Now, what is the next step? Any guesses?
We need to see in the BigQuery.
Just we need to see the data in the BigQuery. And before that, what we have to do is first we need to upload the file, because here we created the new subscription. For that reason, what we have to do here, we need to upload the file. From where we have to upload the file? From the source bucket, we have to upload the file. Please go to your source bucket. Go to your GCS console. In the GCS console, please go to your source bucket. On the source bucket, please upload a other file. Please upload other file. Now what we have done? By using the source bucket, we uploaded the file. Indirectly, you populated the notification. Now, this notification will send the messages to how many topics? Please try to recap what we discussed and give the answer. This notification will send the messages to how many topics?
2 automatically, 1 manually.
2 sample and sample GCS. Okay, so for both the things, it is going to send the top messages to the topics. I'm not asking about the subscription. If you are going to the subscription, there we need to click on the pull button manually. But coming to topic, there is no activity we are doing manually. So whenever we are going to create the notification, this notification will be added to the 2 different topics. One is the sample and one is the sample GCS. For that reason, this notification is sending to both the topics automatically. After that, if you remember, on top of this topic, how many subscriptions now we are having? On top of this topic, how many subscriptions we are having? 3 or 2? We have only 2.
GCS 2.
Two,
Yeah.
GCS and BigQuery.
One is the GCS subscription, and other one is nothing but our BigQuery subscription. We created the two subscriptions on top of this, Andy. So with the help of the sample GCS, in the first example, we created the GCS subscription. In this example, we created the BQ subscription. Now you try to give the answer. What is our expectation here? What we are expecting as part of this whole example?
In the BigQuery,
BigQuery.
In BigQuery,
we need to see
One
the
file
notification.
one
it
table
need to
present.
see one table or one record.
One record in the table, one
It
record.
need to display one
One
record.
record.
This is one thing we are expecting. In parallel,
In GCS,
in GCS target bucket,
in the target bucket, one file.
it need to create one more file. One more file need to create. So we'll check this, Sandy. So first try to understand what we are expecting. Don't directly go and check the information, Sandy. First, if you can understand what we are expecting as part of this example, with that we can able to cross verify as part of our BigQuery or as part of our GCS bucket. Now just to go to the BigQuery window, BigQuery console. Here I want to see the data. If you want to see the data, just we have to give the small query and select star from cz.pub. I forgot to give the from statement. Okay, now see here, we are having the only one column. In this column, it is copying all the notification value. Coming to notification, we give it in the JSON format. That's the reason that entire JSON value is storing on top of your data. Now, this is the way you need to understand how it is populating the data on top of your BigQuery by depending on the requirement. And the previous example, we are uploading the data into the GCS bucket file. But in this example, we are trying to directly send the messages on top of your BigQuery table. Coming to batch 20 people, again, I'm repeating, Andy. Just I open the BigQuery service, but in this service, we are not doing any complex activities, Andy. Just we are creating a schema. After that, we are creating a table. After that, just we are giving the select statement. We are doing very basic activity on top of our BigQuery. Don't think that without discussing about the BigQuery, how we are teaching about the BigQuery. Don't think like that, Adi. If you understand this topic, well and good. Otherwise, simply forget about this complete topic on top of this BigQuery example. After discussion about the BigQuery, then you can able to perform the practice. But just I'm giving the heads up to you. In this BigQuery, we are not doing any new activity, Adi. Very simple activity we are doing, which is nothing but just we are creating a schema. On top of that, we are creating a table. On top of that, just we are giving the select statement. With that, you can able to see the data, which is nothing but out of our two expectations. First one is satisfied. Now, what is the second requirement? Second expectation, in the target bucket, we need to see one more file has to create. Please go to your target bucket. Please go to your target bucket. In the target bucket, you have to see two files. So see here, morning we created one file and now we created the one more file, and so like that we can able to see the both the files on top of your bucket. So this is the way simply you can able to understand how it is getting all the messages on top of your GCS bucket. In parallel, you can able to understand how you are getting all the messages on top of your BigQuery. This is the way simply you can able to understand how we are having the publishers and how we are having the subscribers on top of our whole PUB/SUB process. Okay, still if you're having any questions on top of this whole example or on top of the PUB/SUB, please ask me here.
Hi sir.
Yeah, please.
As a developer, how will get the request for this one? Creator.
As a developer,
how will we get request for this?
So request in the sense I didn't get that. What is the meaning of request?
Means what type of request they will ask? They send a message or anything. How will it, the services will be?
No, Andy. So my question is, what do you mean by request? That's the thing I'm asking.
Means
you're asking about the requirements.
No, sir. No. Means how a real-time work will be done on this topic.
Can you help me? Can you please ping in the chat? Your voice is echoing, Andy. I'm unable to understand your question.
Shall confirm, sir.
Sir, my question is, could you?
Sir, can you please ping in the chat?
Okay.
Can you please ping in the chat? Because your voice is echoing. I think you are sitting in a small room. Your voice is echoing. I'm unable to understand your question.
Okay, sir.
Please ping in the chat. I will see that. Okay. Second.
Sir, so subscription will be either to GCS and BigQuery only, sir,
No,
or
yes,
any other.
Yeah, subscription can be anything, but thing here is from the PUB/SUB directly if you want to load the data. So comment here which options we are having, and we are having only cloud storage, and we are having one more thing called as nothing but BigQuery. Only these two options they are giving in the subscription. Now, for example, other than these two, if you want to use any other kind of information or any other kind of services, then what we have to, we need to write the code. Actually, I think 6 months back or 4 months back only, in the subscription, we are not having the option for cloud storage, and we are not having the option for the BigQuery. Now, for example, you don't have the option for the cloud storage directly like this, or you don't have the option to load the data into the BigQuery directly. So in the situation, what we can do here is, we are having the one more service called as a data flow service. And with the help of this data flow service, what we can do here is, you can able to load the data from PUB/SUB to your cloud storage. Or if you want, we can able to load data from PUB/SUB to your BigQuery. Or if you want, we can able to load data from PUB/SUB to any other applications. Okay, so what I'm telling here is, earlier in the subscription, we don't have the option for directly loading the data into cloud storage, directly loading the data into the BigQuery. And now, for example, if we are not having this kind of options directly in the subscription, then what we can do here, you cannot able to directly write the notifications into the cloud storage, or directly we cannot able to write the data into the BigQuery table. In the situation, if you want to handle this kind of streaming data, we are having the one more service called as nothing but data flow service. And in that data flow service, we have to define what is the source, which is nothing but PUB/SUB, what is the target, which is nothing but cloud storage. In the data flow, we have to create a pipeline to read the data from the PUB/SUB to write the data into the cloud storage. By using that, we can able to write the data either into the cloud storage, or you can able to write the data into the BigQuery, or you can able to write the data into any other applications also, by depending on the requirement. Now, coming back to your question, you are asking in the subscription whether we are having only cloud storage and BigQuery. Answer is yes. But if you want to load these messages into any other applications, then by using the PUB/SUB directly, we cannot able to perform that operation. In the situation, we need to take the help of the one more service, which we can able to call it as a data flow service. And with the help of the data flow service, you can able to handle streaming data by depending on the requirement. That streaming data you can able to load into any other applications by depending on our requirement. Is it clear?
Clear, sir. Thanks.
No issues. Any other questions? I think that person pinged the question here. To work on sub, one second. To work on PUB/SUB, how will the request come to data? That's the one I also asked already. You're asking the question is, how as a data engineer, we will get requirements to work on PUB/SUB. Okay. Yeah. So in the requirement document, they are going to specify what is your source application, and they are going to specify what is your target application. They will give all this kind of information. With this information only, we are going to create our topics, and we are going to create the subscriptions. For example, in the requirement document, they are saying that we need to publish data to different applications. Then what we can do here? I want to publish data to different applications. Do we need to go with the multiple subscriptions, or by using single subscription can be able to achieve this requirement? Please think and give the answer. Don't give the blindly answer. And in the requirement document, they are saying that I want to publish the data to the different applications, which is nothing but different subscribers. For this, we need to create the multiple subscriptions, or we can able to have the single subscription.
Multiple.
Is it mandatory?
Subscriptions are single is also okay.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying. That's the thing I told you. Please think and give the answer. So what we can do here, you can able to achieve this requirement with the help of the multiple subscriptions, or we can able to achieve the same requirement with the help of the single subscription also. But who will take the decision? your team lead or your admins or your admin will take that kind of decision whether we need to go with the multiple subscriptions or we need to go with the single subscription, because whenever we are going to increase the number of subscriptions, automatically what will happen, your GCP will charge the amount, and for that reason your team lead or managers or your admin team will take the decision whether we need to go with the multiple subscriptions or we need to go with the single subscription for the purpose of achieving our requirement. With that we need to create the topics and we need to create the subscriptions. With that we need to achieve the requirement. Now to understand all this information, the requirement document clearly they are going to specify what is the source application, what is the target application, and all this information we can able to see on top of your requirement document. Based on that only we are going to perform these kind of activities in our real-time projects. Okay, any other questions? Okay, my sincere request, Andy, after completion of the class, please do the practice first step, and second step, after completion of the practice, please remove all topics and subscriptions. After that, whatever bucket you created, remove those also. So because I came to know from one person, he created the data prop cluster, but he forgot to stop or he forgot to delete only. Within 3, 4, 5 days, now his free money becomes as I think 4K or 5K. So multiple times I'm repeating the same thing. Whenever you are completing the practice on any service, only please delete the service, or if there is any possibility you can able to stop the service. With that what will happen, we can able to save the money on top of our GCP free account. It's a free account only, but for example, if all your complete money is going to complete, then what we have to do, again you need to search for one more credit card or debit card, again you need to create the one more account only. So instead of wasting the time on that, better you can able to stop the services or you can able to delete the services after performing the practice. As part of today's 4 example, we created the multiple topics and we created the multiple subscription. After completion of whole practice, at the end of the day, please remove all the topics. At the same time, please remove all the subscriptions. At the same time, whatever the buckets you created, please remove those buckets also. With that, what will happen, you can able to save your money for the purpose of doing our practice. Okay, so that's all for today, Andy. Before winding up the session, if you have any questions, please ask me.
Sir, what are the another services pending, sir?
What all are another services pending? I will tell you, Andy, don't worry. Any other questions? Why you are in the hurry mode? You want to complete the course very fastly?
No, sir. I'm scheduling something. That is it.
You are?
I'm scheduling something.
What you are scheduling?
I have to leave the Hyderabad for some time. That is it.
Okay, you can attend from the online also, right?
But in the
See, actually, if you ask me, I can able to say from the course perspective, from the course content perspective, I covered most of the services only. But I want to see time, and if time is permits, I am planning to cover some more services. But if I'm giving the name, what will happen? Simply you will ask the question, sir, you said that name, but you have to cover the topic. So see here, just to go through the course content. In the course content, whatever the services I given, I covered all those services almost. Not completely, almost I covered all the services, Andy, but I am planning to cover few more services by depending on the time availability. But still we need to discuss about the big data concepts and we need to discuss about the PySpark, Andy. Mostly from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start discussing big data and PySpark. After that, if time permits, then I will try to cover some more services. Otherwise, whatever the services we are having in the course content, that's all we are going to cover as part of our classes. Is it clear?
I'm not hurry mode, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm not pointing. I'm giving the general statement. I'm not telling you only. So just I'm telling you all the people.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Could you just summarize as a cloud data engineer on 80% of what features are we going to use? 80% of the time.
You mean features in the sense which services we are going to use? You're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can able to say, as I told you earlier, we are going to use the BigQuery, and we are going to use Airflow, and we are going to use GCS buckets or GCS service, and we are going to use data prop cluster, and we are going to use PUB&SUB. Most of the times we are going to use these services as part of our real-time projects.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yep. Any other
Sir,
questions?
PUB/SUB and Kafka both relates to same,
Yeah,
right?
PUB/SUB is a kind of a streaming service. At the same time, Kafka also is a kind of a streaming service. But in the GCP, we are having the PUB/SUB. Kafka is not there in the GCP and as part of discussing about the big data concepts, that is the one of the topic we are going to cover. So now what we did, we are having the PUB/SUB already in the GCP side. By using the PUB/SUB, we are performing all the streaming activities but without using the GCP also, we can able to perform the streaming activities. For that, we are going to use the Kafka as part of discussing about the big data concept. That is the one of the topic which we are going to cover. But coming to your question, I can able to say both are same only. Both are for streaming purpose. The PUB/SUB is for streaming purpose. At the same time, Kafka also is for the streaming purpose only.
Sir, and one more thing. If suppose I want to extract the data using PUB/SUB, so is it?
What you mean by extracting the data? I didn't get that. Can you please repeat that?
For example, my source is something is the other database. It's a MySQL,
Okay,
or else you can assume it as S3.
Okay, for example, S3. Okay, from the S3, what will happen? You need to get the messages. If you want to use the PUB/SUB, what need to happen? You need to get the messages. Now, with these messages, what need to happen? You need to get the data, and whatever the data you are getting, that data, if you want, you can able to load into your GCS bucket. So in our example, we taken the notification. By using the notification, we loaded the kind of a metadata on top of your GCS bucket. But your requirement is from the other services, you want to read the data and you want to get that data in the messageical format. And on top of that, you are using the PUB/SUB only. So with the help of the PUB/SUB, whatever the messages we are getting, that messages either you can able to load into the GCS buckets or you can able to load it into the bigquery. But tell me here, whatever the messages you are getting, that is the kind of a actual data, or you are going to get the notification here. If you are
it's a
going
kind
to
of
get the
notification only.
No, how you can call it as a notification? Say, for example, if you are getting it as a notification, what will happen? In the topic, it is storing it as an actual letter, it is storing it as a notification only. It is storing as a notification only, which is nothing but in the target application or as a consumer or as a subscriber, what I can able to consume here. What I can able to consume? I can able to consume the notifications only. Okay. Now see, in our example, we discussed about the notification for our example purpose. Okay. But generally, if you are going to work on the web applications or in our question only, from the database, we are getting all the messages. And now you tell me, from the database, we are going to get the notification, or from the database, we are going to get the raw records.
Raw records.
You are getting the raw records as a messages. And now tell me, in the topic, you are going to have the records or you are going to have the metadata. In the topic, you are going to have the data, which is nothing but whatever the raw records you are getting from the database system, that data you are storing into your topics. That data only, if you want, you can able to load it into the GCS bucket, or you can able to load it into the bigquery, or if you want, we can able to load it into the other applications also. But if you want to go for other applications, then we cannot able to do directly from the PUB/SUB. There we have to go for the data flow service. With the help of the data flow service, you can able to load the data into your other applications. Don't get the confusion by seeing the notification. Again, I'm repeating, Andy. In our example, just we are discussing about the notification. In the notification, we are having the metadata. But generally, whenever we are going to get the messages, for example, if you take your WhatsApp, in the WhatsApp, what kind of messages we are going to get? You are going to get the metadata, or you are going to get the normal data. You are going to get the normal data, right? That is nothing but our messages. And on top of those messages, if you want, you can able to load the data into your GCS or bigquery or any other applications by depending on your requirement. Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Sir, I have a question in SQL, sir. One query I want clarification, sir.
Please tell me.
Sir, I have a table where I have the records as India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. But my output has to be 2 columns. It is like India, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan. Like that, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. How to play the games between 2 countries? I have to display, sir.
Can you repeat the thing again?
One table is there where I have the values, only 1 column. In different countries I have, sir.